Hello! Happy Sibling Shanty Sunday!
I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
And we're siblings.
And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music.
And it's week 25.
It's week 25.
Woo! We should have had like hats and streamers and things.
Probably.
Can you make them appear?
Nope. Anyway, and it's also Father's Day.
So happy Father's Day to all of the fathers and father adjacent friends out there, and everybody that fulfills that role, and thanks for all that you do to help all of us out, and in particular happy Father's Day to our dad. Yay. So we have some father and father adjacent
sea shanties for you.
Shanties for you today.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this first one, it's called the Candlelight Fisherman, and this one originates from the British sailing barges along the Thames. It's first documented as being sung by skipper Bob Rogers. And it's called the Candlelight Fisherman, which I think I just said, but I'm going to say it again. It's called the Candlelight Fisherman.
It's good.
And it describes the sort of the time-honored fisherman practice of checking the weather to determine fishing conditions. Here being sort of the key to this is put a candle out the window before you go fishing. If the flame blows out, there's too much wind for fishing. And if it doesn't blow out, then there's not enough wind for fishing. So either way, go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
And this one has a refrain. See there. There we go. And the refrain goes like this: For he'd open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. It has a very sort of whimsical, sing-songy feel to it. But it's a lot of fun. And that's about all there is to this one.
Advice from dads. Now my dad was a fisherman bold, and he lived till he grew old, for he'd open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. And he'd oftentimes tell me, you be sure before you go, do you open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. When the north winds roughly blow, then I lie snug below, for I open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. When the wind comes in from the east, it's not fit for man nor beast, for I open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. When the wind's back into the west, it'll blow in hard at best, for I open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. But when the south winds softly blow, that is when I love to go, for I open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. Now my wife, she says to me, we will starve if you don't go, so I open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. So come all you fishermen bold, if you'd live till you grow old, just open the pane and pop out the flame just to see how the wind do blow. Yeah! That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like that one a lot. This next one it's a little unusual. It's a sea shanty first collected in 1915. The origins completely unknown. I couldn't find any background on it. And the sea shanty itself is a little odd. It's in mixed meter. That means 2 different time signatures for those of you playing along at home. Could possibly be a short drag shanty, or maybe even a capstan shanty, something that would either had a very specific rhythm that was very good for the work, or had sort of a weird rhythm that would keep people's minds occupied and keep them from zoning out while they were doing long extended work. It's called Hullabaloo Belay, and so the structure is Shantyman has 1 line. Then there's 2 lines of response. Shantyman has a second line, and then there's another line, just 1 line of response. So, for example, can you play it again? Father Captain. Yeah, there we go. So the first response, which is 2 lines, is Hullabaloo Belay, Hullabaloo, Belay. Make sense? And then the second response is Hullabaloo, Belay, which sort of resolves the tension.
Two responses and then the one. Yep. 2 lines and then the 1 line.
It'll make a lot more sense in context.
Yes.
Which we're going to sing now.
Sure.
Me father kept a boarding house, Hullabaloo, Belay. Hullabaloo, Belay, and all the boarders went out to sea. Hullabaloo, Belay. There was a young fellow named Shallow Brown. Hullabaloo, Belay. Hullabaloo, Belay. He followed me mother all over the town. Hullabaloo, Belay. One day when me father was on the crown. Hullabaloo, Belay. Hullabaloo, Belay. Me mother ran off with Shallow Brown. Hullabaloo, Belay. Me father said to me, me boy, Hullabaloo, Belay. Hullabaloo, Belay. To which I quickly made reply, Hullabaloo, Belay. Me father slowly pined away, Hullabaloo, Belay. Hullabaloo, Belay. But my mother came back the very next day, Hullabaloo, Belay. It's an odd little song.
Yeah, I would say that most excellent of fatherly advice.
Hullabaloo,
Belay.
Belay.
Yep.
Hullabaloo, Belay.
Indeed.
Our last shanty here is it's odd. So the last one is not actually a shanty at all. This is a modern folk song, but it does talk about a connection between a father and son sharing the same vocation. And it's called A Lumper's Life. And it was written in between 1984 and 1986 by John Connolly as part of a play called The Northern Trawl, which was put on by the Romuald Theatre Company, I hope I'm saying that right, of Hull, who spent 3 months interviewing more than 40 trawlermen and their families in the Hull and Grimsby regions, essentially in order to produce the play and which would be their own stories and their own words. Now, it's not actually a musical, but John Connolly and several others were commissioned to write music for it that would be featured in the play. Sure. And this is one of the songs. Now, lumping is perhaps it's a vital part of the fishing boat process. Not one that a lot of people think about, because you think about the fishermen go out, they get the fish, they put the fish in the hold where there's all that ice, and then they come back and they get the fish out. Where does the ice come from? The answer is the lumpers. Lumping is so as early as fishermen have to get up. Lumpers have to get up earlier, because by the time the fishermen head out to sea, that hold's got to be full of ice, and they get up somewhere. It could be early to late evening, and then they go to bed around noon, and then they sleep from around noon, around midday, to about early evening, and then they get up and they do it all again. If there is perhaps one job that is uniquely unsuited to the human body's circadian rhythm, right, it is this one. Yep. It is, or
family life of any kind.
It is backbreaking work. They have these massive blocks of ice that they have to hump down by hand. These lumps of ice that they have to pick up with these either with their own hands, and even when you have heavy gloves. It's still cold. It's freezing cold. Yeah. It's freezing cold, like the weather is freezing cold, and now you're carrying ice in it. Load it onto carts, push it down to the docks, get it into the hold, and then just repeat the process ad nauseum. Now they're very well paid for this, but still, the conditions themselves are less than ideal, I think, to a lot of things. And this song is sort of an ode to the hardships that these still very important men face in this thankless job. So it is a chorus that everybody sings along with. Yeah, I got it. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumpers' pay. Fill the boxes, hump 'em down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. And it can be the Kimmer's Men in particular do a particularly
I would say that's
rousing
what we were
version.
exposed to
Yep.
is Kimmer's Men.
So we're exposed to, awesome. We caught it from them.
Yeah. It's where we collected it from.
Yes, that's where we collected it from.
Which if you don't know Kimmer's Men, you should definitely
they're
fix that
pretty good.
Immediately.
They're pretty good.
Yep. And yes, they do a great version of this.
And the chorus is all about that's about it for the song.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
and you get to do it a few times as we
as
the story unfolds about the lumper's life.
Mm-hmm. The fish are waiting in the hold and nights out on the town. Folks with sense are in their beds, but the lumpers, they go down Pneumonia Jetty, where the wind cuts like a knife. I wish to Christ I'd never started on the lumper's life. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumper's pay. Fill the boxes, hump them down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. We're called the Midnight Millionaires by folks who never know how your hands go stiff encased with ice when the temperature's below. The wind cuts through your guts, me lads, and your face is stiff and blue, and you wish the trawler owners were out there instead of you. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumper's pay. Fill the boxes, lump 'em down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. Me father was a lumper and a dockman all his life. Me mother told me sister never be a lumper's wife. You'll wash his fishy overalls and don his stiff old socks, and every night you'll sleep alone while he goes down the docks. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumper's pay. Fill the boxes, hump 'em down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. If ever I win the pools, me lads, me lumpin' days are through. I'll cash me check from Little Woods and I'll tell you just what I'll do. I'll treat me mates and say goodbye and leave the lumpin' life. And then I'll go to bed at night and get to know me wife. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumper's pay. Fill the boxes, lump 'em down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. I'll burn me dirty clogs and throw me lumpin' cart away. I'll throw me leggings in the shed and I'll leave 'em there to stay. I'll tell that lousy setter on to stuff his midnight call, and I'll turn me back forever on the bloody cold north wall. And it's all the night and half the day, sweating for your lumper's pay. Fill the boxes, lump 'em down, lumpin's hot in Grimsby town. And it's all the night and half the day.
Ah! That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just like that.
Yeah, no, it's got a great rhythm to it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's just fun. Yeah. And a funny story.
Too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find the humor in.
Right. And man, this sucks.
Man, this job sucks.
Yep.
Yep.
So there you go. Some fatherly advice from men of the sea throughout time there.
Mm-hmm.
And and again, happy Father's Day to our dad, but also to all of the dads and father figures out there. Thanks for being awesome. Well, man, there are so many things going on right now. Falmouth is going on this weekend. If you don't follow the Falmouth Festival on Facebook in particular, they're doing a lot of like live videos from performances and things on their stage. They've had some crazy weather, but they're still making it happen and still, all sorts of cool stuff. So if you can't go there live like us,
go there on the internet.
You can go there on the internet and check out just some really cool performances from throughout the weekend. So many things going on. Duck Pond was just out doing like a walk through their local area there and sharing the fun facts from Chris Dorian and singing, and there's some amazing shots and things on
both Facebook as well as on Twitter. So just some beautiful pictures and some video and stuff from some of that as well. So again, those of us that are stuck here on this side of the pond can enjoy through the internets. Yes. Yeah, just so many cool things going on. Check out live music in your area and go and support, whether it's sea shanties and folk music or something else. Go and support live music. The Maritime Music Directory website is still, they're still working, but their Facebook page is very active, sharing things out. So another great resource to follow things there. And we have just... we're we were looking for, I don't know, adventures of some sort for the summer here, and so we have taken positions at our local Renaissance fair, which is really fun. We will be
nothing ocean related.
No, nothing ocean related in particular. We're kind of landlocked here, so. That doesn't really work that way.
There's a lake nearby that no one's allowed to swim in.
Yeah, there's several lakes, actually. There's some really nice ones, too, not just the scary one.
Sure.
But we'll be doing that weekends over the summer here, which we're really excited for. We'll be running the archery booth.
Yeah.
And, we're practicing the shoot an apple off of Sagan's head, so we'll see.
If only you could see the bandages I'm wearing just out of view.
No. But so that should be fun, and we'll be doing some singing and harassing people good-naturedly.
People. Yeah, good-natured, of course.
Yeah. So if you happen to be in the Central New York area, or you just really like Renaissance fairs, you can check out the Sterling Renaissance Fair.
Sterling Renaissance Festival.
Sorry, and they've got tickets on sale now, and just a really fun. We've been in time. We've been
big fans. We've been as guests for a while, but this will be our first year working there.
Yeah, so we're kind of excited for that. So we will we'll let you know how all that goes. We have dialect language training next week, which is kind of
learn how
exciting.
To speak the Queen's English.
Indeed. So our friends from the UK, you can let us know how much of that is accurate or not. But anyway, so we're looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Just lots of fun, exciting things, and I don't know. I guess that's
all I got.
Okay. Hey, be safe. We love you, and we'll see you again next Sunday.
Bye.